Hey guys, what's up? It's Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. And today I'm live on Facebook, and we'll post this later on to everywhere else. But um, I'm live today to talk about weight loss, yoga, and eating. And to point out that you cannot lose weight sustainably or even at all if you're only relying on your workouts. So as you're coming in and as we're double checking, okay, I have two people. We're making sure this works. Does this work? Let me know. Put like a thumbs up or give me something. Tell me that this is working. Yes? Luke David, is this working? Okay, I've got a thumbs up. Cool. All right. So the reason why I'm making this is because I've got so many people that I interact with on a daily basis who are putting in so much effort into the workouts. And mainly I'm talking about the people who are in the Manful Yoga members area and following the workouts and the programs there. But I'm sure this applies everywhere else because I'm seeing so many people putting in all this effort. They're devoting weeks, days, months. They're doing an hour of workout, an hour workout, an hour-long workout, or 45 minutes, or even 30 minutes every day. And they're doing difficult workouts. They're really pushing themselves. They're really challenging themselves, but they aren't getting results. And I'm watching them, and I'm even reaching out to some and saying like, hey, like you really need to do your diet. I know that you're working out, but I also know that your diet isn't there, or you're not managing your sleep, or you're not managing your stress, or whatever it is. But I see this trend with people that think that the only thing they need to do in order to lose weight is exercise, and that if they haven't lost weight yet, it's because they're not doing the right exercise, or they haven't been putting enough effort into their workout, or that eventually it will happen if they just keep working out. And it's not going to happen. In order to lose weight, you have to address the other aspects of your fitness. And the most important one to address for weight loss is your diet. It's what you're putting into your body. So you could be doing an hour and a half yoga workout every day, but if you aren't eating well, if you aren't eating a healthy proportion of proteins, of fats and carbs, and you may not even need carbs, you may be on a ketogenic diet, but if you aren't specifically addressing or making changes to your eating habits, to your diet, you're not going to lose weight. And the reason for this is because your body is more complicated than you think. It's more complicated than you think, and I'm not saying that to make it seem more difficult, but it's different than you may have assumed. And one big misconception I want to address here is this idea that your body is a system of calories in and calories out. Now, if we assume that our body is a calories in, calories out system, that means that whatever we put into our body, it doesn't matter what the content of it is, we're just measuring the calories. And that as long as we are expending or using more energy than we are consuming, that we will lose weight. And that's just not how your body works. Food is information. So if I'm eating 1,700 calories, and that's not really enough calories per day, so let's say I'm eating 2,500 calories per day, but I'm getting all those calories from Coke, or I'm getting all those calories from potato chips, or starches, or low quality protein, it's not going to give me the same result as if I were eating vegetables, high quality proteins, and maybe a few complex carbs. You're just not going to get the same result. So looking at this flawed model of calories in, calories out isn't going to help you lose weight. So under this assumption, as long as we keep our calorie intake low and we do our workouts and we burn however many calories it is, and with that workout, we use more calories than we are consuming, we'll eventually lose weight. But that's not how your body works. It depends on the intensity of the workout is important, and there's all these other factors to include, like sleep, like what you're actually eating, like stress management. So in terms of intensity of exercise, your body is actually burning more stored fat when the intensity of the exercise is moderate or low. So going on a walk or going for a jog is much more effective for burning fats than is a very intense 60-minute spin class. Believe it or not, you're actually burning more fat when you are going for a walk, a long walk, or doing jogging. And the reason for that is because your body, when it's exercising intensely, it draws on carbs. It does not draw on stored fat. It draws on carbs for energy. And when you're doing lower or moderate exercise, it will draw on stored fat. So if you want to lose weight, you need to actually do a combination of intense exercise and moderate exercise. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing intense exercise, because that's still good. Intense exercise is going to provoke a greater muscle response for the most part. It's going to help you build more muscle, which also helps to burn fat. It's going to make you tired. It's going to activate your fight or flight response, which is good to do every now and then. So, and you're stressing your central nervous system. So there are reasons to do intense exercises, to do intense workouts, but they shouldn't be what you're doing every day for 90 minutes. That's just insane. That's overloading your body. And again, you're not using fats when you are doing those intense workouts. You're actually using carbs. You're using immediately consumable carbs when you are doing those intense workouts. So if you want to actually burn stored fat, you need to do lower or moderate intense exercise. So there's that. The other thing I want to point out is you have to measure, you don't have to measure, but you have to make sure that you're getting good sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, you're going to eat more because you're going to be tired, so your body's going to want energy, and you're going to crave those foods that give you energy, that give you a quick boost of energy, which is carbs, right? Which is potato chips, which is French fries, all those things that give you a little boost of energy and then immediately bring you back down, and then you need more. And then you will need more carbs. What was I saying? You need more carbs. Sorry, sometimes I get lost when I do these things. You'll need more carbs. And then more than that, when you're doing an exercise, a really intense workout, and you burn a lot of calories, you may think that you're going to keep those calories off, or not consume those calories. But the thing is that your body is going to want a lot more food in response to that workout. So even if you did a workout that burned 1,000 calories in an hour, your body is going to want that. Hello. Cool. Just by the door is fine. Thank you. So your body is going to want more intense, your body's going to want more food is the point. And when you consume that food, guess what? Your calorie intake is going to go back up, and the workout you did doesn't really have any effect anyways. Yes, you're getting stronger, but it's not going to have that effect that you want in terms of fat loss. Sleep is important because, again, your body's going to want more energy, and you're going to have less discipline when you sleep less, which means that you won't stick to healthy principles, which means you will do those things you know you shouldn't do because your willpower is down. And then the other aspect is stress management. When your body is stressed, it is in heightened alert mode. It requires more energy. The functions that keep it going and keep your natural fat burning state going aren't working when you're stressed out. So if you're not managing your stress regularly, then you're also going to be at risk for not being able to lose fat, or not being able to burn that stored fat. Now, for some people, it's different. Some people get really stressed and they lose weight. But in particular, I'm talking right now to people who are trying to lose weight. And for those people, becoming more stressed is not going to help you lose weight. That's going to help you, that's going to just put on more weight. So I'm speaking specifically to use guys. Use guys. I'm not from Boston. Ignore that. I'm going to go through the comments and see what everybody's been saying. Cut the carbs, that's my basic advice. Don't worry about the fat so much. Worry about sugars and grains. Danny, absolutely. You do want to cut the carbs and the sugars and the grains, yes. But the fats are going to make up for that. So if you can decrease, if you look at the standard American diet, if you can decrease the amount of carbs that you're eating and increase the amount of healthy fats, so avocados, olive oil, Brazil nuts, chia seeds, flaxseed, stuff like that, then you're going to have your body is going to be put into a much better fat burning state. If you can eat more fats, that tells your body that you're full, it tells your body that you are satiated, and it allows you to burn stored fat. Whereas if you're consuming carbs, that kind of tells your body that, oh, carbs, good, let me store this and use it for the winter when food is not as available. But here's the thing, we aren't cavemen anymore, and food is always available. We're never, I mean, for the most part, unless your economic situation is different, right? Or if you're in poverty, that's not a concern of ours anymore. We're always going to have access to food. So the point being that we don't need to consume carbs to the extent that we would used to. And when we would find carbs, we would consume them, we would eat them because we knew that we would have those rainy days when we wouldn't have access to food. But now there's always access to food. So carbs now, we continually load on them, continually load up on carbs, and we don't use them because we're still loading more and more carbs up. So anyways, Lester, don't you mean intervals are more effective than intense workouts, not just low, moderate activities? So I was speaking more to low and moderate. I was speaking more to low and moderate exercise and how that level of exercise or that level of intensity burns more stored fat because it relies on stored fat more than immediately consumable carbs. So that's what I was talking about there. And I guess to address your intervals are more effective than intense workouts. I mean, not necessarily. If your goal is to have an intense workout, it just depends on your goals, really. I don't know. Anthony, stress control has been key for me. Great info. Yes, stress control is extremely important, and it's something that we really don't do enough of. So for stress control, take some more, and I'd love to write a blog about this soon. I'll probably be putting this out in my Off the Mat newsletter soon. By the way, if you want to sign up for my Off the Mat email list, this is kind of my personal blog that I send out, and I try to do this once a week. You can sign up for that at manflowyoga.com/off-the-mat, M-A-T. And you'll get those emails sent to your inbox. So stress control has been key for me. Yes, so stress control. Anyways, what I was talking about. Staying more in silence. So put your phone away every once in a while. Go for a walk without your phone, for fuck's sake. Put your phone away. Turn your radio off. Just drive in silence and try to live in the moment of driving. I know that might sound weird, but trying to live more in the moment is going to help you be less stressed. And then you have to actually devote some time to the stress management. You can't just expect stress management to happen. You have to devote some time to this. And so this could be in the form of a workout, right? You could get stress relief from your workout. But even with that workout, I would recommend that you have 5 minutes of silence, so 5 minutes of meditation. If that's meditation, if it's actually sitting, in cross-legged position and doing a meditation, cool. I do meditation. I just don't do it with yoga. Or if it means listening to a easy to listen to soundtrack or listening to meditative sounds on Spotify, whatever that is. But you have to take some time and dedicate some time specifically to stress relief where it's not going to happen. Jose Vasquez, omega-3s. Yes, omega-3s are wonderful. You need omega-3s, and you get them from healthy fats. Salmon, wild-caught salmon, Pacific or Alaskan salmon is a great source of omega-3s. So are nuts. So is olive oil. I guess, are there any other questions? Because I haven't opened it up to questions really, but if you have questions, I've been watching comments and they've been more related to what I've been talking about. But if you have questions, now is a good time to ask. And again, so far I've been talking about why weight loss, why in terms of weight loss, you cannot rely on your workouts alone because that's just not a complete picture of it. You can't measure your workouts. You can't measure your fitness in terms of calories in and calories out. So you can't expect to eat 2,500 calories and put whatever you want in your body that just adds up to 2,500 calories and then work on using 2,800 calories per day. And if you need to, getting that 800 instead of a 500 calorie burning workout in the day and expect to lose weight. That's just not how your body works. It's much more intricate than that. Again, there's sleep, there's stress relief, there's sound dieting principles. And I don't even like to say diet. I like to refer to eating habits because we think of diet as a short-term solution that we will renege on as soon as we reach our goal. And what a diet needs to be is a set of eating habits or eating principles that we follow for the long term in a sustainable way. Does that mean that you always eat a certain thing and that you're never allowed to have a donut? No, it does not. You're allowed to have a donut from time to time. You're allowed to indulge. It's just making sure that the majority of what you do, people like to cite the 80-20 rule here. So 80% of what you do is according to your eating principles, 20% can be cheat. It's just important that the vast majority of what you're doing adheres to those fitness principles. And I have a lot of those. I have a lot of different, ideas of what I like to consider for eating and how it relates to my fitness. One main one is food is fuel. So food is fuel is something that I use very often. I think in terms of, well, what am I doing today? What did I do yesterday? Do I need to recover from my workout yesterday? Do I need to prepare for my workout today? Do I need to recover from my workout that I just did 20 minutes ago? So I think of food as fuel. And that also tells me, do I need this cake? No, I probably don't need cake. It's not going to help me with I'm just putting this down because it looks like I'm naked right now and I don't want to send off that impression. So when I look at the food as fuel paradigm, instead of looking at it like, oh, does this taste good? That gives me a much better sense of what I should be eating instead of, following something else. So anyways, that's what I wanted to get on and talk about today. I'll be putting out a blog. I'm not sure when this is going out. Maybe this week, maybe the week after next, about 5 fat burning misconceptions. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll talk about, again, the 5, what I think are the 5 biggest fat burning misconceptions that need to be addressed, and also give you some tips to counter them. Otherwise, we have some things coming up in Man-Full Yoga World. We're starting our first Yoga Body Challenge on Monday, July 3rd. So more info on that is going to be coming out either this weekend or next week. But if you're doing the Guy Yoga Challenge now and you're looking for something to continue after it's over, this is going to be a perfect transition for you. And if you already have Yoga Body and you would like to join a program to keep you held a little more accountable, build some excitement around the workouts, and get more of a community aspect, that's going to be, again, on July 3rd. Also, if you're in the members area and you're watching this, I'm launching my personal training program next week. So this program I'm launching because I know some people just need a little more direction, some accountability, a little more motivation, and maybe some more direct help. So this includes one-on-one video or voice calls with me on a regular basis. It includes the ability to upload photos or videos so that I can watch them and review them. It also includes a customized workout program updated on a regular basis, regular email contact, and a very in-depth introductory questionnaire. So I can assess your fitness level, I can look at your daily practices and your habits and examine where we need to make improvements or changes so that you can get results as quickly as possible and in a sustainable way. So that personal training program is opening up next week, and I'm actually limited it to 10 people. You do have to be a part of the members area to get this. So if you're not already a member, you can sign up for a 7-day trial for $1 at manfulyoga.com/7-days. All right, guys, I'm going to get off now. It looks like the questions have stopped. Hope you found this useful. And if you're not already, well, you probably already like Manful Yoga because you're watching this. But if you're not subscribed to notifications, you can do that in the cover photo. There's a button somewhere. You can click it and then click Get Notifications, and that way you won't miss anything. We do come up with a lot of content, so I do recommend making sure that your notifications are set on for that. And if you're not already on YouTube, that's a good place to stay in contact with me as well. It's just youtube.com/manflowyoga. And of course, the best way to stay in contact with me is the email list. And this is where I put any promotion that we're having, so any sale that we do in the members area or any sale that we have on products, and also just giveaways. A lot of the content that I share with my email list is not content that I share on Facebook or YouTube. So you can get access to exclusive content as well. And the way to sign up for that email list is manflowyoga.com/sign-up. So manflowyoga.com/sign-up. Get on my email list and be the first to know about new products, get on VIP lists, and exclusive information. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you on future videos. Feel free to comment on this one. And make sure you sign up for the email list. Again, that's where I put out most of my my exclusive content and how I stay in contact with people best. That's at manfulyoga.com/sign-up. Be on the lookout for my 5 fat-burning misconceptions blog coming out soon. And that personal training program is also being launched next week in the Manful Yoga members area. Yoga Body Challenge starting on July 3rd. That's Monday after next. All right, guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome weekend.